91X.
All right, it's 91X. Jacob from SOJA has joined us today at the racetrack.
Absolutely.
Have you ever played a racetrack like this before?
I think we did one in Hollywood one time, but it is the first time in San Diego, and we were out playing golf with some friends of ours yesterday, and they were telling us how cool an event this is.
Who are your friends?
I don't even want to name them. They're kind of D-bags.
Are they? Are they divos or divas?
D-bags.
No, D-bags. Oh, D-bags. So they're not divas.
No, it's our buddy Thad and a couple of friends of his who bring us out to Torrey Pines when we come through. So it's a lot of fun.
Oh, so they're locals, so they're members, so you golf for less money than you normally have to pay.
Yeah, and from what I heard, it's a public course, and you
kind
of pay a pretty respectable thing. I've never heard of a course like that being that cheap, so I wouldn't mind paying full price. I kind of wanted to give them more. I felt bad.
Well, it's good that you didn't, because as long as you're golfing with your friends, then you can golf for cheaper.
Absolutely,
so are you a big golfer then?
I'm big golfer in the terms that I really enjoy it.
That's the point, isn't it?
Okay, got it. Then I'm a huge golfer.
Good. So you enjoy it. Are you somebody who actually every once in a while gets on the green in the first stroke,
greens
if you will?
and regulation? I'll have a random good shot like every other shot. But then the shot after that's terrible, so my scores never really matter.
So you're 100%, then 50%, then 100%, then 50%.
If I shoot under 100, I'm super happy.
But it's about just going out there, enjoying the green grass,
Absolutely.
and smacking the ball around, right?
Yeah,
that's
checking
the way
out
it is.
Well, we play so many places in the world that golf is a way for us to kind of get out and see. You see the animals, you see the plants, you see the thing. You're with the promoter probably, and maybe his son or his whoever. It's.
And when you're at Torrey Pines, you get to see the ocean.
Absolutely.
Did you go to the edge and look at the naked people down on Black's Beach?
I'm afraid of naked people. No, I'm afraid of heights.
It's better to be afraid of naked people. And then, did you go hang gliding at all? Did you see the hang gliders out there?
No, I'm terrified of heights. I can't handle it. I won't even look if it's a glass elevator. I'll walk 20 flights of stairs.
You have to get over that. You stand
God.
on stage in front of thousands and thousands of people.
That's fine.
Why is that okay? And looking out over an abyss, not?
I trust myself when I'm on stage, and every time I'm in a really high place, I get the urge to jump off. I have no idea why that is. So I trust myself a lot more on the stage. Plus, if you jump off a stage, there's a bunch of people that are going to catch you.
So you do stage dive a lot then?
I don't. I want to. That's going to come after the haircut. One day I'm going to get a big old haircut, and I'm going to run down to the beach, and I'm going to swim 40 laps up and down.
40 laps of the ocean?
Yeah, well, or if that, golf or cape or whatever it is. But yeah, and then I'm going to get out. I'm going to take a shower and wash my hair every day. It's going to be dry in 5 minutes, and at that point, I will start stage diving. But people want too much of you.
They want too much of your hair.
They'll take stuff. They'll take stuff. They'll go through
your pockets. Can't you just get a nice big tam and do Keith Moon and tape it on your head?
I used to do that until now it's down to here. So I don't even perform with it. Sometimes I'll shake my head and it comes out, and then you can't play guitar for the next 2 songs till you wrap it up. And everybody freaks out, and they're like, oh, his hair's out. This is so cool. Look how long it is. He looks like Damian Marley. I do look a lot like Damian Marley. But after a while, you have to tie your hair up, and then so you can play guitar.
Do you remember what year it was that you got to the point where it started hitting your frets and getting in the way?
Yeah, about 4 years ago, 2009, it started. Before that, I was ponytail every show, and then as soon as it wraps around and hits a string one time, and because your guitar is so loud in your ears, that for you it's
right,
and the whole show sounds like most people can't hear it out there, but yeah, I have to turn the volume. I have to mute the guitar every time my hair comes out. It's a pain in the ass. It sucks. It sucks.
What other? Let me ask you: is it full dreads? I mean, is it something where you wash but don't comb, or what's the? Because my buddies who have
it's like that,
but you clean it, but you just don't use.
Yeah,
you just don't use a comb.
You shampoo it and you do all that stuff, and then it takes 8 hours to dry, which is awesome. And then
there's a by the way, there's a faster way around this. And this is what I was going to ask you. Do you guys still live in Virginia?
We do.
Why? San Diego's here.
We grew up there, and we travel a ton.
That's no excuse.
We travel a ton, and after you're on the road for so long, you kind of, I don't know, man. I want to see my family. I want to see the people.
Your family can move here.
Yeah, San Diego's nice.
Let me tell you about San Diego. You do sold-out shows at the House of Blues all the time.
Right.
You go down, you do 2 sold-out shows. It's
Right.
massive.
Right.
You got a huge fan base here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's expensive to live here. But all you have to do is
It's
go down.
probably cheaper than Virginia, honestly.
Well, you could just go down and play, 2 shows a month down at the House of Blues, pay all the rent. You guys could live here. You could get the saltwater dreads going. You wouldn't have to worry about much at all when you think about it.
We've thought about moving to California, Southern California, ever since the first time we came out here is when we were 18 years old, and me and the bass player and the drummer drove out on a road trip. As soon as high school was done, we were going to see the whole country. We got here and we were like, this place is amazing. And then I realized that every single other reggae band in America is from Southern California. And so maybe we're just holding it down for the East Coast.
Yeah,
Maybe.
but Iration, Santa Barbara, really Hawaii.
They live in Santa Barbara.
Yeah, but
Moving to California counts as living in California.
true. But you could be the Virginians. You could be dressed as you could put cowboy garb on, the Virginia, the TV show where they were nice looking cowboys.
Yeah.
And then you just kind of move out here and then become like these gentlemen Rastas. You think that would work? Like suits. Like Peter Tosh used to wear.
I would love to move to California. Also, there's a problem. There's a lot of places I would love to move to. We travel a lot, There's a ton of stuff I would like to
My
do.
job today is to convince you guys to move here.
I kind of
Because we need more bands here. We do.
Yeah,
we don't have enough
fans in
We
Southern
don't have enough
California.
bands, especially like you guys.
You guys have Groundation, Revolution, Iration, Tomorrow's Bad Seeds, Slightly Stupid, Pepper,
And the
Expendables.
and the biggest reggae-ish hit in the last 20 years is by Jason Mraz, because that was basically 3.
He's from Mechanicsville, Virginia.
No. He lives here now. He lives right.
My point exactly.
Yeah, he lives here now. So guess what? It's time for you guys. Soja needs to move
Oh, God.
because, let's face facts. Virginia, maybe for lovers, but
San Diego's for people who like to smoke weed and go to the beach.
I'll leave it at that. I'll leave it at that.
No, you don't know if dude, I wish I could tell you right now how many times I thought about moving here. I mean, I got a lot of friends here, a lot of musicians that I know and work with and do projects with and tour with. And
Right.
we go home and I go home to Virginia and they all go here. And they all I see their Instagram the next night. They're all at the same party. I've thought about it. I mean, I've definitely thought about it. But we're on the road too. I like going home. I like seeing the house I grew up in. I like seeing the school I went to high school at.
We'll put somebody there. We'll do Instagrams of your house every day.
Yeah, I'll just
This is
check
Jacob.
in.
This is what you're missing.
I'll just check
Look,
in.
it rained today.
There was a blue jay in the backyard. You should have seen it. It was incredible. It's breathtaking.
A little red robin. See, we have no birds here.
Cardinal. It's a cardinal.
Cardinals. We have nothing like that. By the way, you see this is just a little aside for you. We're going to probably edit this out because I'm going to talk about frogs fucking.
Awesome.
See those little panels behind the stage?
I do.
This is California. You know why they put those up there? No. Because the frogs behind the stage in the lagoon, they have to mate. And if you guys are too loud, they won't fuck.
Is that really why?
Yes. So those
that's
are
nice.
basically the California Conservancy Group. They came in and said the decibels have to be a certain level, and the trains only go by every once in a while. So the frogs wait till the trains go by, and then they get to it, make the little froglets, and then away they go. But if the band's playing for an hour and a half, they'd be like,
That makes a lot of sense. I was talking on the phone behind the stage during sound check,
quiet.
and I was like, "Why? How am I able to do this? This is insane." And you just told me.
yeah, it's the
You're a really
frog-
smart guy.
The frog fucking screens is basically.
You're a smart guy.
And do frogs fuck? They just kind of put this shit on the eggs, right? Isn't that what they do?
I think humans have the most fun doing that, and I think we look at other animals who do it, and we just feel bad for them.
Yeah.
It's just lame.
Especially lions. It's just not good that way.
They don't
Anyway,
do it
I just
well?
want to make sure you tell the rest of the band that that's what those things are for.
It's for
It's
nature.
to make sure that it's for nature because we're Californians. In Virginia, you guys you'd take them down. You'd be smoking up on stage. You'd be doing all kinds of crazy stuff. You'd be throwing M80s in the
Making
pond.
moonshine.
Yeah, making
mortars.
moonshine.
We don't use M80s. Mortar shells.
Mortars.
Yeah,
You just show
mortars.
mortar shells right in with the frogs.
Mortar shells. Yeah, you dig a hole in the ground, you put a tube in it, and you get a mortar shell. You put it in there, you light it, and you run.
We joke about Virginia, but you guys live in the nice part of Virginia, right?
We live in a suburb of D.C. Pre-Civil War, D.C. was a diamond.
Right.
We live in the bottom little tail of the diamond that seceded and got cut off.
Right.
So it's It's built like DC. The streets are numbered the same. I can see the monuments when I open my front door. But it's called Arlington, Virginia. It's Arlington Cemetery. Same deal.
That's where my dad and mom are, right there. In
No
Arlington.
kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah, they killed all the Grant's soldiers and buried them in his yard.
In his yard.
And the Lee's soldiers and buried them
They
in his
just
yard.
left him there.
Dude, yeah, that was Arlington Cemetery. Isn't that crazy?
Well, it still is. That's the crazy part.
Poor
They got
Lee.
the pointy ones, though. Right? They got the pointy tops.
I wonder where they got that from.
Yeah, they got the pointy tops so you can't sit on their. They don't want any damn Yankees sitting on their gravestones.
Oh, man.
That's what I've heard.
There's a lot of history around there, and a lot of our music's politically centered, and so I think it just kind of makes sense that we're from DC. But we say Arlington, Virginia, because if you say you're from DC, it sounds like you're trying to be from DC,
Or trying to be Black Flag, or
like
not Black Henry Rollins, or
or
Bad Brains,
or Minor Threat, or Fugazi, or Bad Brains, or. So yeah, we say Arlington, Virginia, so we kind of try to ride the line in the middle.
Right.
Some people think we're Southern, some people think we're from DC, and whatever.
Not south of the James River. You're south of the James River, then you're in trouble.
Yeah, I go camping down there. That's a lot of fun.
You do?
Oh, yeah.
Hang out with Michael Vick down there?
We'll take BB guns and bass fishing poles and go down there and spend a couple days on the Rappahannock shore.
It's crazy. All right, it's 91X. Jacob, thank you so much for hanging out.
Thanks
I'm looking
for
forward to
having
the
me.
show later
Yeah.
on tonight.
Love the station. Love coming to a town where you guys play reggae on the radio. So much respect for that. A lot of cool things. I know I'm ragging on. He's trying to get me moved to Cali, but Cali is amazing. Congratulations, guys. This place is badass.
He knows. You guys should move here, too.
I've been everywhere.
All right. Jake from SOJA is here. We've been chatting off the air about a bunch of stuff. The question is what can we expect tonight? The whole catalog, every album so far, the dub stuff as well.
We're doing a mix of stuff. We're doing all the stuff people expect to hear, and that stuff we normally remix into a new way, add something that we've picked up along the way, like salsa or something that we've figured out along the way. And then there's new stuff, which we try to play as true to the record as possible because it's new. And then there's remixes that we just put out 4 different remixes, so we're gonna do that stuff too. So there's a bunch of everything. And frogs having sex.
And frogs having sex.
Yeah.
And here's the other question. In the tour bus, what's the CD that everybody's always jamming in the tour bus? When you get back on the bus and you're between towns?
I don't think our bus has a CD player. You mean what? I'm just fucking with you.
CD player.
You mean like
an 8-track.
iPod?
An 8-track.
What do we press play on?
No, come on. Tour buses, they've got to have something in the front where the driver goes.
I thought it was a cup holder.
Oh, that's a cup holder. It is a cup holder. It puts little flat plastic cups in. Okay, what's on the iPod that everybody jumps up and dances to?
What are we playing right now? The new Nako and Medicine for the People album. I can't speak for everyone else. I think it's taken them a little bit longer, but there's a kid from Oregon who just put out his first record called Dark as Night.
Spell Nako.
Nahko is his name. And his band's called Medicine for the People. And those guys, SOJA is all about trying to change the world before we're gone. That's my dad always told me, if I could leave it slightly better than when I found it, I'm one of the good guys, and if I left it slightly worse than when I found it, I'm one of the bad guys. So I've been given this microphone. I have these tons of people, so I try to do something to make the music about change and something that can. And these kids are coming out of either Seattle, and they're crushing doing the same thing, and the kid's got a voice for like pop records. But yeah, Nahko, and he's opening our next tour that we're doing in the States, so you'll get a chance to see him here.
We'll have to check him out.
Absolutely. 2 nights House of
All
Blues.
right, you heard it first here on 91X. Jacob, thank you very much.
Hey, thanks for having me.
91X.